Muy buenas a todos chicos y chicas, ¿qué tal estáis? Bienvenidos a un capítulo más del Let's Play de Dragon Age de Veilguard. Y lo habíamos dejado justamente por aquí. Hoy no tenemos nada, o sea, es decir, lo hemos hecho todo. Se acabó. Vamos a ir, pero vamos, ¡fum!, flechaos. ¿Por qué? Mirad, en las salas de la necrópolis no tenemos nada más que hacer y está a 3200. En los pantanos de Hosberg ya he hecho la misión secundaria, tenemos todo y está a 3200. En Ciudad Portuaria hemos hecho todas las misiones, tengo todos los cofres, todas las de hecho, está a 3200. El bosque de Erlazan está todo y a 3200. En Rivain está todo, y los señores de la fortuna está todo y encima al 3200. Es decir, solo nos falta Treviso por llevarlo al 3200 y hacer todas las misiones secundarias. Pero sé que hasta que no hagamos esta misión principal, creo que no vamos a tener más oportunidad de conseguir más misiones secundarias. De hecho, mirad, tenemos Cedas al 100%, tenemos los 140 cofres y tenemos las 29 estatuas. Es decir, no tengo que hacer nada, solo me queda misión principal, a tope. Y a ver si Lucanis, no sé cuándo, no sé qué se triggerea para que se convierta en un guardián del velo. Pero bueno, vamos a llevar tanto a Lucanis como a Dabrin. Vamos a llevar a los mejores amigos, que como hicieron las paces ya. Madre mía, cómo está Treviso, ¿eh? Así que venga, misión principal a tope.
Took down their comic maker. I can't believe you're defending them.
I am not defending anyone, Jacobus.
You're letting them be a part of this? My cousin died because the governor didn't stop the Antam from taking over.
Jacobus?
I'm fine. But I'm not going to be a part of this.
Well, now that unpleasantness is dealt with, about your mysterious informant.
Whoever they are, they know the Antam and Treviso.
Your message made it sound like this informant also knows where the gods are staging their ritual.
Treviso does not need this troublemaker. This should be left to proper officials.
It very much concerns Rook. We have a contact who offers access to the butcher and privileged information on the gods.
Ya, por fin vamos a enfrentarnos al carnicero. Hostias.
Both are important. Strong with the crows, strong against the gods.
Someone else seems to think so. The contact knows the city and the Antam.
How do you know it's for real?
They gave us patrol patterns. Dreadnought arrivals. Their information is real.
And you didn't share this with me?
People in this city continue to sicken and die. Do you not have other more pressing matters to attend to?
So where are we meeting?
Near the field hospital, where the market used to be.
And they asked for me, not you or Viago.
Even with what happened to Treviso, your fight against the gods is spoken of by many. You have respect, and no small admiration.
From who, though? That's the question.
There's really no clue who it is.
They're foolish enough to think crows are reliable. That's a clue about their worth.
They promise help.
So do you when you're not killing each other. Treviso deserves better.
It's getting the best.
That has yet to be proven.
No me cae bien este tío. Cállate la puta boca,
What about
Carbo.
the human help the Antam is getting?
A los cuervos me los deja.
We continue what you started. The other Talons are turning over every stone.
You trust them? Not even your first Talon is safe from your infighting.
We are all Antivan crows.
And yet those of us sworn to Treviso are beneath you.
Hypothetically, what if I'm walking into an ambush?
I would prepare for one.
Not everything is an adder in the wardrobe.
I said to prepare. I didn't say not to go.
I'll talk with this mystery contact.
And the rest of us will hope not to get caught in your crossfire again.
If we can remove the Butcher and weaken the Antam, then perhaps Treviso can start to heal from the Blight. With luck, this informant is our key to that. Find them, Rook. Hear what they have to say. Our informant is near the field hospital, Rook.
Vale. Ah, directamente puedo ir corriendo. O sea, no...
They said you'd know them on sight.
Remember, there are injured people there. Don't damage.
De verdad, el gobernador este, que se calle la boca ya.
Unknown contact. This is a trap.
We're fighting gods with the crows. I'm curious who would try to trap us. If our informant actually knows where Elganon and Gillenane are performing their next ritual, it's worth the risk.
Vale, ahí empieza la misión.
Okay. Yargo and Taya said our informant is somewhere in the market. Let's find them. I just hope their supposed information about the god's location is actually true.
Vámonos.
Rook, I presume.
Anda.
The Butcher.
There's no need for that. Treviso is the trap, not this meeting.
Espérate. Un momento. ¿Tú eres
Please.
el informante?
So tense. I promise. I'll signal when it's time to fight.
Strange way to ambush someone.
I don't have to ambush anyone. You think I couldn't just march on the crows? Scattered Antom flock to me. I have the soldiers to raise your casino and every inch of this city.
But I'll bet there's no profit in actually winning.
There's money being made by the occupation, but not by me. I said Treviso was the trap, and I meant it. The jewel of Antiva. She sings even while caged. Such purity in every stone. It's trapped my heart. I love this city.
You have a strange way of showing your affection.
I conquered it. I didn't betray it. Not like the cattle born here. You know there are traitors here. They ransom their own city. Literal gods stalk the land, but these filth worship their own purses. But you're different. You and the crows stay true to your roles. It means something when you die, and even more when you kill. You're as much a work of art as this city. And you want a secret from me.
You're not an end-of-the-world type. Are you with the gods or not?
The gods, they give strength. But all they ask in return is everything.
Y no te hace gracia, ¿eh?
Their corruption. I can hear their whispers. They're calling for a ritual. If I give in, I'll know where you need to go. But I will lose my jewel. My city! So... you live in a casino. Let us make a game of this. I will become what the gods want. Welcome their whispers. Meet me and show me if the crows deserve my city.
Vamos, que quieres pelear. O sea, vale, muy bien. Pelear por la ciudad, eso es lo que quiere este tío. De acuerdo. Se ha convertido en un... Se está convirtiendo en un engendro.
By turning himself into a monster.
Literalmente se ha dejado convertir en un engendro tenebroso, básicamente. ¿Puedo teletransportarme? Dios mío, qué coraje.
Everyone's acting like normal. Like the butcher hasn't gone nuts.
Who would believe it?
Safer to keep your head down, I guess.
I see what you need. Prove you deserve it.
Hear the shift in his voice? He's changing.
I see. My Treviso. I'll not abandon you to the traitors who gave you to me.
Madre mía, tío. Que ese tío esté desbocado.
There's the butcher. He's a reaver and fighting his own Anton.
That thing's a monster. How could he tell us anything about the gods?
We have to hope he's still in there.
De verdad.
More trouble.
I see you, Rook, and I see the ritual. Match me, fight me, win this city! This is the power the gods give!
Butcher, where is the ritual?
So beautiful, but not like Treviso. No ritual. You said it, Joel.
There's nothing.
I see Tearstone Island. The ritual. Tearstone Island.
He's gone. And he named the ritual site. Tearstone Island.
The butcher kept his word.
If I could have killed him without giving him what he wanted, I would have. At least he gave us what we came for, though.
Yes, truly the butcher was a paragon of honor and virtue, and we are all devastated to see him go.
Eventually.
And now
Vaya,
you have
vaya,
an occasion
vaya.
for your final pointless confrontation. The gods are at Tearstone Island. Isn't that what you wanted? A chance to die a hero's
Mira quién
death?
era el traidor, ¿eh? El
So
puto
go,
gobernador de los
leave
huevos.
Treviso to those who deserve it. What's left of it, anyways.
Is there anything else you'd like to tell us, Governor?
Oh, please, just say what you're thinking.
You sold Treviso out to the Antam.
I did what I did to help this city.
De hecho, al principio del juego, mucha gente, bueno, muchos de los cuervos decían, hubo alguien que dejó entrar a los Antam y no sabemos quién fue. Vaya.
Save it to keep my people from being slaughtered like cattle by the Antam. And you let us suffer and sicken in favor of Minrathous. I gave up the crows. You gave up the whole city.
Qué hipócrita, ¿no?
Treviso is dying, Rook, and its killer wears your face.
I've met some terrible people lately, even without counting Elganon and Gillenane. You're right up there in some pretty august company. What if Treviso's people could have fought back? Could have rallied to the city's defense? But the Antam kept them weak, let them die. That happened because of a choice you made. I live with the consequences of my decisions. Can you say the same?
You live with nothing, Rook. You have the luxury of distraction, of defining all your actions by the greater good. So take your team to Tearstone Island. Face Elganon and Gillenane, strike them down. Or don't. Either way, Treviso is dying. But it's still mine.
No, no por mucho
Leave
tiempo.
its funerary rites to one who cared enough about this city to make themselves its villain.
Hijo de puta, ¿eh?
It makes sense now. Every decision they made shows it.
The governor betrayed us all. And for what? A city that is sick, and whose recovery will be measured in years.
I take it you heard? The butcher's dead.
And in his place is the traitor we knew was lurking. And the Antam fell in line?
Whatever the Antam are looking for, Eventually's giving it to them.
The Blight changes things. Even the Antam fear it. The governor has given them a clear purpose. They were more cunning than I thought.
If only we'd figured out it was Eventually before all this started.
I wish the same. But regret does neither of us good.
We knew someone had delivered Treviso to the butcher. You brought us their name.
The hand that leashed Treviso. The butcher was the mouth, but the hand was Eventually all along. They think they have the power in the Antam, and a network doing their will.
But we have the face of our enemy.
Eventually will be hiding, so we will hound their Antam and make them desperate.
When the governors show themselves again, we end this.
You're not concerned the gods will send the Antam more support?
The gods might come for us, but they're coming for everyone. I believe you are crafting the answer to that, and we will help as we can.
When Eventually left, they made it sound like they were planning something.
I suspect it will be about restoring order as they see it, and that the crows will be first on their list.
Whatever the good governor's intent, we'll end it.
Eventually keeps talking about restoring order and rebuilding Treviso. But what then?
I believe the good governor's plan was to risk the city to try and claim the nation. If the Antam beheaded the crows, who would merchant princes hire? Who would invaders fear?
As if the Antam would fill that role. This was a bookkeeper's angry grab at power.
Un contable, me cago en la puta.
We'll stop Eventually.
The gods. Did you learn where they will be?
Tearstone Island. Eventually confirmed it before they left.
We know the time to face Elgar'nan and Gillenane approaches, but it will not take us long to find Eventually.
If you truly want to help Treviso recover from the Blight, help us deal with the governor.
We'll let you know when we'll make our move. And after that, Treviso will.
Esto en verdad sí que me gustaría grabarlo, ¿eh? Porque tiene pinta... No sé si será una misión secundaria o qué, pero esta misión sí que quiero grabarlo, ¿eh? Esta misión sí que quiero yo grabarla. Es que, tío, con lo de obtener permanentemente las armas necróticas, me estoy empezando a replantear que no, ¿eh? A quitármela ya, ¿eh? Me estoy empezando a replantear ya a quitármela. Uy. Uy, casi. Vale. A ver. Es que estoy replanteándome quitármela, ¿eh? La verdad. Los cuervos. Estandarte de la casa de Acutis. Esto no me interesa. Me interesa leer algo de lore aquí, pero se ve que no. Vale. ¿Hay nuevas misiones o algo? No, ¿no? En Treviso es donde quiero que haya misiones secundarias. Volvemos al faro por si hay algo. De hecho, sí. Hay una misión secundaria. A ver. Si es la de los cuervos, la grabo, ¿eh? Mensaje desde el frente. Los tambores de guerra. Mensaje desde el frente. Los acontecimientos avanzan a una velocidad pasmosa. Ah, esto es de la Inquisición. Muchas de nuestras certezas han resultado ser meras ilusiones y cada día estamos contra las cuerdas. Los engendros tenebrosos que hasta ahora llegaban a cuentagotas han pasado a ser un torrente y nos han obligado a abandonar aldeas y asentamientos por todo el sur de Ferelden. Hemos recuperado feudo celestial de las garras de los demonios que lo infestaron y tenemos allí a los refugiados de esta masacre. Resulta muy apropiado que la fortaleza que acogió a mi gente cuando iniciamos la guerra contra Corypheus ahora vuelva a servir para proteger a los inocentes de los aspirantes a dioses. Aunque temo que ni siquiera feudo celestial sea suficiente. Los engendros tenebrosos ya se han apoderado de Risco Rojo y las costas del lago Calenhat se retuercen bajo la corrupción. Nuestra tierra se enferma y muere. Y temo que los fereldanos que sobrevivan a este implacable ataque acabarán muriendo de hambre. Es un destino cruel para quienes ya han sufrido tanto. Feudo celestial se mantiene firme como la propia roca de la montaña, pero las piedras ofrecen poco sustento. Los chasing o los avaritas cazan y traen comida, pero hasta ellos vuelven con las manos vacías la mayoría de las veces. Pero todavía hay esperanza. No hay rastro de los Antam en el mar del despertar, y los informes de Orleis indican que la lucha con los Venatori está en un punto muerto. Las marcas libres se han unido bajo un solo estandarte y marchan hacia el sur para ayudarnos en nuestra lucha. No puedo saber con certeza si ganaremos esta guerra, pero haremos que los dioses paguen con sangre cada pizca de tierra. La gente de Cedas todavía no ha caído y espero que nunca lo haga. Atentamente, el Inquisidor. Joder, cómo está Ferelden, ¿eh? Rook, hemos escuchado rumores de lo que planea hacer el gobernador Ivenchi con Treviso y no es nada bueno. Ven a vernos al diamante. Esto lo quiero grabar. Sinceramente, esto sí lo quiero grabar. Esto sí lo quiero grabar, tío.
Rook, good. We have discovered what Ivenchi is planning for Treviso. When you fought the Kamek Master in the garrison, you mentioned a note you found that said some Kamek had gone missing.
We have discovered who stole it.
Ivenchi.
The governor intends to release it all around the city to pacify violent seditionists.
They called us reckless and now... Now Ivenchi will ruin the minds of thousands in this city to have their peace and order.
Who is Ivenchi planning to poison with the Kamek? Aside from the crows.
People who have spoken up too loudly against the Antam.
Anyone too friendly with the crows. I doubt Ivenchi is familiar with poisons. I guarantee the Kamek will spread to the rest of the city as well.
Destroying your own people's minds. How could Ivenchi do this?
By telling themselves there is nothing else to be done.
After the dragon attack, and then the blight... The governor is a coward who has given up on Treviso.
Better to poison the last of it themselves than let anyone else solve these things.
It is finally time to strike. Go to the garrison and prevent Ivenchi from releasing the Kamek.
De puta madre.
There, Thea and I will lead the crows against the rest of Ivenchi's forces in the city.
Understood.
There is something else. Jacobus stormed off earlier. He did not look well.
Look out for him, would you?
Of course. We'll head to the garrison.
Do you think Ivenchi would target...
A ver... Aquí. Bueno, no sé si eso será una misión secundaria, lo de buscar a Jacobus. No, ¿verdad? Momento. Así es más rápido. No.
There's the garrison.
Lucana.
Onto the garrison and the governor.
What were we talking about? Lucanus?
The courtyard looks empty.
Thought the governor would have Antam guarding the place.
Ivenchi must be further in. We clear the garrison this time. Ivenchi's got to know there's no way out for a traitor.
¿Tengo la ulti? No.
Look! Intruders! Go down! We can escape across the roof!
Lucanis al 9. Cuidadito, Lucanis al 9. Le faltan... Vamos, le falta un nivel para estar al máximo, ¿eh? Y Dabrin casi también, ¿eh? Los que más tengo retrasados son Nef y Tash para el máximo de nivel. No hay nada por aquí, ¿no? Vale. Joder. Oh, el gobernador está enfermo.
Wait, Jacobus?
No.
Okay, now for Avenchi.
Se ha corrompido Jacobus, tío. Hostia, ¿vamos a ver ilusiones o qué?
Wait, these aren't unreal.
I see the comic is working.
Ala, toma por culo, mira qué fácil.
If that damned dark spawn at the gates hadn't scratched me.
Ah.
If you
had it interfered.
Te mordieron, ¿eh?
Neither will my death. My comic could have helped stabilize the city. But it's still blighted. Dying. Nothing can save Treviso now.
The crows. The citizens helping each other through the dragon and the blight. They're already taking care of each other.
It won't last.
I think it can. And so do the crows. You say you did all this for Treviso, Avenchi. To protect it. But you never really believed in it.
What would you know about the city I love?
Una polla vas a amar tú. Si quisieras la ciudad, has acabado con el gobernador en lo que garantiza que Treviso será libre. Si él hubiera querido de verdad la ciudad, no habría dejado entrar a los Antam aquí. No hay nada aquí, ¿no? Que recoger, ¿no? Pues no. Yo creo que esto ha sido guay grabarlo, porque es como que le das el fin a la trama de Treviso, ¿sabes? Después de lo de los Antam, el carnicero. Y que sea una secundaria y no algo principal. Rarísimo, tío. La verdad.
If Rook hadn't stopped the governor in town. Rook! I should have wine. We should toast you.
Evenchi is dead. The comic is being disposed of. All thanks to you.
The garrison's a mess.
Details.
The Antam remain, though with Evenchi gone, I think we will be able to persuade them to move on in the coming months.
People are being moved to safer areas outside the Blight. Crows have time now to patrol for Darkspawn.
It will take years, but we can plan for Treviso's future now that it has one.
Treviso would have fallen long ago if it really didn't have a chance.
I'm not so sure. A city is only as healthy as those who care for it.
You never gave up, Rook. We will repay that in full. But life is so dull if all we talk about are responsibilities. It is time to celebrate.
For our victory.
For Treviso's freedom.
For the crows.
What an excellent idea. Viago, dear, you mentioned something about getting us drinks?
I think we've done what we can for Treviso. We've shown everyone you can stand against the Antam and the Blight.
Y hemos completado Treviso. Dime que me das 400. $350. Y nivel 50. El máximo. El máximo. El máximo son 50. Vale. Sí. Vale, a ver, los cuervos antivanos. Estandarte de la casa Egrativi. No me interesa eso. El 50 es el nivel máximo, no lo sabía. Pero sí. He llegado al máximo de nivel. Ah, pues sí, mira, ha llegado a 3200. Perfecto. Pues tenemos todo, absolutamente todo, al 3200. Es decir, ya no va a haber más secundarias. Creo. Vamos a volver al faro por si hay algo más. Ah, hay una conversación con Lucanis. Vale. Supongo que será por haber salvado Treviso. En el sentido de, oye, muchas gracias por salvar Treviso, tal. Literalmente lo tenemos todo hecho ya, ¿eh? Es decir, no tenemos nada más que hacer. Solamente nos queda avanzar. Hemos llegado a ese punto.
Lucanus? He looks just like me. Spite, I mean, when he manifests.
That makes sense, doesn't it? What's on your mind?
I've been thinking. Treviso is as safe as we can make it. So, when my contract to you is fulfilled, Spite and I will go our separate ways. Literally. I'm going to seek out a way to separate us, wherever that takes me.
Tras vivir encarcelado y experimentar la caída de Treviso, Lucanus quiere separarse de Rencor.
What was it Nev said? That killing the demon in the Fade could do it?
Could. She says there are no guarantees. Besides, our circumstances are unique.
Because you and Spite were forced together.
And because I pay my debts, even to him.
If you can manage it, that's a good idea.
I'd feel safer around my family, around Nev.
So why don't you sound happier about it?
Being possessed. It's not like separating oil and water. Each element permanently infuses the other. Spite wears my face, uses my skills. I know I've grown stronger. So, say I cast out Spite with all he's learned from me. What then? What if I free myself, but unleash a true demon of Virantium?
Se puede detener.
If it came to that, you could handle him. Or are you worried you wouldn't be able to put him down?
I worry that I'd miss him.
If Spite gets his freedom, it's his choice what to do with it. But you can't control that. All you can do is trust that you're making the right call. For both of you.
I know. But from someone else, it's easier to believe. And it's easier to see a future I can live with when this is done. To strike hardest, one must aim beyond the target. Let's end it, Rook. You and I and Spite, and all the fury we can muster.
Vale. ¡Ah! Y así se gana. Diario de Lucanus 5. Con el tiempo he descuidado mis lecturas sobre la posesión, pero las rectificaré. Los incidentes de Kirkwall, autoría no mencionada. Coño. Hay una misión de Nev aquí. Hostia, está guapa, ¿eh? Está guapa, tío. Está guapa, tío, sí. Fíjate tú, ¿eh? Ya tenemos a todos con... Ya tenemos a todos con sus poderes. Con sus guardianes del velo.
Up for a trip to the Cobbled Swan?
Why?
Ah, su misión de conversación, ¿no?
That I know of. With Aelia taken care of, I thought we'd check in. Maybe enjoy the Swan for once.
Ah, su misión de hablar. Hemos hecho ya las misiones de hablar de... Hemos hecho las de Velara, la de Dabrin, la de Harding, Lucanus no tengo ni idea, supongo que sí. Ahora vamos a hacer la de Nev, hemos hecho la de Tash, pero la de Emric todavía no. Me resulta raro. Pero oye, no me quejo. De hecho, la misión principal es ahí en el cisne. Por suerte, el juego, cuando entras en las misiones, no te deja hacer la misión hasta que pulsas la X. ¿Ves? Si vienes aquí, no pasa nada. Es una conversación sin más, sí. Es la conversación final de todos.
Thought the cart was done when the Venatori grabbed me. You did a good job polishing her up.
I was happy to help. Besides, Nev might starve without your cart.
Yeah, well, free fish next time. You too, Gallus.
Sure, Hal. Rana, I've got someone for you to meet.
Right. I'm almost finished here.
Good reading? And here I thought you'd be working our cases.
I got a tip on a red lyrium smuggler who leaves coded messages in the paper. I placed a coded ad pretending to be a buyer. If the smuggler took the bait, I'll know where he's trading the goods.
Como convenciste a Nev de que Ciudad Portuaria necesita una fuente de esperanza, ella y Rana han creado una agencia de detectives juntas.
Secret codes. Amazing. What else is in there? Gossip? Scandal?
It's like you've read it already.
There's a puff piece about a cat.
Was it involved in a scandal?
Maybe.
Okay. What are we after?
We're looking for the phrase Virantium brandy.
Got it.
Hold on. What's this? Nev, Gallus, and Rana Savas, investigators?
Right. That. I may have paid for another small advertisement.
You what?
If we want to help people, they need an easier way to find us.
Claro, eso es verdad.
Approachable.
I regret this already.
A ver, tienes razón.
Dogtown couldn't ask for better protectors.
Oh, it could, but we're all right.
There. Virantium brandy. I know where to stop the red lyrium deal. This one, anyway.
Good catch. You might work out after all. Still, I'd prefer you have backup when you need it. And if I'm not around...
Ooh.
Rana, meet the Viper. I put in a word for you.
The Viper? You're real? Wait, a word? For what?
Come. It's time you met the Shadow Dragons.
Claro, si vas a estar metida en esto, tienes que conocer a los que están detrás también.
You Nev Gallus.
Where did... How did you...
I saw your advertisement. I need your help.
Then you're in the right place.
Look at you. Dogtown's hero.
Isn't that wholesome? I blame you. Have a seat. I'm guessing you've got a story.
Hombre, es que si eres una investigadora privada tendrás que tener facilidad de contratos. Ciudad de sombras. Perfecto. Cuidando de Ciudad Portuaria. Anuncio de debate en la dársena. Notas de Nev. Nev, Gallus y Rana Savas, investigadoras. Voy primera por orden alfabético por mi experiencia. Ya sea de día o de noche, todo importa y nada es imposible. Claro y conciso. Y la gente también habla de que han detenido a Elia. Preguntar por Rana en el Sebo. La han echado de su antigua casa. El Sebo no está mal. ¿Le llevo una planta? Preguntar a encaje. Vale. Camaradas. Nev. Ahí está. Vale. Vamos a volver a el faro, en verdad, un momentito, por si hay lo que sea, hay algo nuevo, alguna conversación, lo que sea para hacerla. Y vamos a la misión principal de estar con el Inquisidor, ¿eh? De encontrarnos con el Inquisidor. No hay nada, ¿no? No hay nada. Es que yo creo que ya no falta absolutamente nada. Vamos a ir como antes, vamos a ir con Lucanis y con Nev. Y ahora vamos a ir muy rápido. No sé cuánto quedará de juego, pero creo que ya... No creo que nos faltará poco. Estimo... Aparte de este, o sea, sin contar este, estimo 3 vídeos más. Creo. No mucho más.
These meetings can't be good for business. I'm here, Inquisitor.
Está ahí, en la mesa.
It isn't just Inquisitor, is it? You were someone before that.
I'm a Trevelyan. Feels like someone I haven't seen for a long time. Morrigan is holding a perimeter. We're alone. Tell me what Solus did at Elginan's ritual.
Sounds like you already know.
I need to hear it from you.
We were up against an archdemon and he reached out to help. Seemingly.
You're not sure about his motives?
Could be genuine. Could be self-interest. He'd have been screwed too if we didn't make it.
He's never clear, but he's always thinking about where it ends. How many of his names do you know? God of Lies, Dreadwolf, Fenharel? They're titles he earned from enemies, followers, and fractured history. I called him by another name for a time. Comrade, if not friend.
You went your separate ways when he turned to ending the world?
There was some unfortunate overlap. I will never excuse what he's done. He's killed people I held dear. You know this too.
But?
He became those names when he fought gods. And regret for his world turned into destroying ours. Sound familiar?
Me suena excusa. Lo siento.
Solus earned his prison. And the gods have earned what's coming to them too.
I'm just saying focus on tomorrow. They're the ones looking backward.
Simple as one of Varric's morals. Don't become what you hate.
Or trapped by what we've lost. Also one of his. Tell me about the team you've built.
Are they a concern, or...?
You're handling things. This part, what you have now. I just miss the banter about friends.
Pero esto al final era una charla para conocerse un poquito o era una charla para averiguar intenciones de Solas y demás. ¿Ya está? Ah, vale. ¿Por qué sale así? Momento. ¿Por qué ha salido así el menú? Cosa más rara. A ver, miscelánea. Momentito. ¿Puede haber algo interesante que leer? Aquí. Notas de la Inquisición. Mi querido señor, he hablado con algunos colegas de Minrathous. Nos ofrecen su hospitalidad, por no hablar de amparo ante las peores intrigas del Palacio del Arconte. Aunque esté familiarizado con los ojos errantes de las grandes cortes, no baje la guardia. La mirada de Tevinter podría ser la más antigua y cruel de todas. Mi familia comenta que el tiempo en casa es maravilloso. Añoro nuestros momentos de tranquilidad. Llevo tiempo queriendo preguntarle algo. Me gustaría fingir que he estado ocupada o que no era una buena ocasión. Sin embargo, si le soy sincera, he esperado porque no quería hacerlo en un mal momento. Me gustaría prometerle algo. Cuando volvamos a Antiva, en las escaleras de la finca, le preguntaré si puede concederme cierto honor. Y espero que diga que sí. Siempre suya, Josephine. Postdata. Ay, que sí se me olvida. Y Betty y Lord Otranto le mandan recuerdos y esperan vernos en casa a tiempo para recibir a su tercer hijo. Ay, Josephine. Literalmente es una carta. Es una carta de doble sentido, como diciendo, escúchame. O me folles aquí mismo o te vas a cagar. Que estoy harta ya de esperarte. Vale. Pues vámonos al faro. Reunamos al equipo antes de terminar el capítulo de hoy. Mensaje desde el frente. La tormenta venidera. Rook, gracias por volver a reunirte conmigo. Hay poca gente en este mundo que comprenda la particularidad del verso que cargamos y, aunque ni tú ni yo envidiemos nuestras responsabilidades, saber que alguien que te entiende alivia la carga. Saber que alguien te entiende alivia la carga, no alguien que te entiende. Es está muy mal escrita esa frase. Saber que alguien que te entiende. No. Saber que alguien te entiende alivia la carga. Igual que tú mantienes a tu equipo unido con lo que a veces podría parecer pura fuerza de voluntad, yo también tengo que mantener viva la delicada alianza del sur. Me estoy dando cuenta, tío, de que hay un montón de errores gramaticales en este juego. O sea, ¿quién ha traducido esto? ¿Quién ha traducido esto? Porque apenas sabe escribir, ¿eh? Aunque me ausente solo durante un breve periodo de tiempo para reunirme contigo, al volver me encontré un tremendo caos que tuve que dedicarme a resolver. En mi última carta te conté que sentía que esta era la calma que precede a la tormenta, y todavía lo ve así. La ruina sigue avanzando lenta pero inexorablemente, pero hemos visto pocos engendros tenebrosos pese a que la corrupción consume cada vez más nuestras tierras. Hemos tenido más éxito al oeste, donde hemos obtenido varias victorias frente a los Venatori, y en el norte apenas queda rastro de los acorazados Antam en la entrada al mar del despertar. Aún así, la tormenta se acerca, todo el mundo lo nota. Hay tensión en el aire y antes de que nos demos cuenta, el viento soplará con fuerza y rugirá el trueno. Hasta entonces esperaremos, nos prepararemos, y cuando llegue el momento, nos mantendremos firmes contra la creciente oscuridad. Atentamente, el Inquisidor. Nadie quiere nada. Yo creo que ya nadie va a querer nada.
Tearstone Island. That's where Elganon and Gillenane will perform their ritual.
With an eclipse, those two can finish their dagger, then tear open the Fade. After that, we've witnessed the horrors Gillenane creates with even a trickle of the Blight. What happens with a flood?
Next eclipse is a month away. That's not a lot of time.
Hostia, un mes.
Past the Antam Navy won't be easy. They'll be on high alert.
We'd need our own fleet to get past them, which we don't have.
If anyone can find a way around that fleet, it's us. Everything seems impossible at the beginning. Just fight one battle at a time. Varric told me that.
Damn right, kid.
A single boat can sneak past a blockade. We just need to find something that floats.
The Antam fleet may not spot us, but the gods see much farther.
Worse, they know about us specifically. They'll be waiting.
Let's make sure there's too many distractions.
Hay que crear una distracción, sí.
Sounds like you have a plan.
Harding, reach out to our allies. Wardens, veil jumpers, all of them. Tell them to be ready to start swinging. We start enough fires, make some noise, and the gods will look everywhere for us. Except at their front door.
You've helped our allies, Rook. They're ready to return the favor.
That takes care of the approach. But what about when we get there? We'll have two gods waiting. Who knows how many Antam? We'll need to be at our best. Question is, we there yet?
We are ready as we'll ever be.
I'll send off messages to our allies. They'll be ready.
For something like this, we'll need everyone we know. Would Morrigan help? Could Morrigan help?
The world's ending. That's when Morrigan does her best work.
Great. Tell Morrigan the plan. See if the Inquisitor's willing to help us. I know he's busy leading the fight in the south, but he knows this blight won't end until the gods are dead. We're ready as we'll ever be. We need to make our move soon.
I agree.
Get some rest and be ready.
Mejoras recomendadas para el faro. ¿Para qué? Si empiezas esta misión, llegarás al final de la historia principal. Ya vamos a terminarla. ¡Ostras! ¡Se acaba ya! ¡Hostia, pues anda que... ¡Joder! Pues nada, chicos, chicas, puede que el siguiente capítulo sea el final de Dragon Age de Veilguard. Hemos tardado bastante, la verdad. Así que nada, en el siguiente capítulo os veo. Muchísimas gracias por haber visto este vídeo. Dadle like si os ha gustado, dislike si no. Y ya sabéis, si queréis apoyar esta serie, queréis apoyar al canal, tan solo tenéis que darle like a los vídeos, suscribiros, compartir, comentar y activad la campanita de la suscripción para que YouTube os avise de cuando subo un nuevo vídeo. Así que nada más, un saludito a todos y nos vemos en el próximo capítulo, que puede que sea el último de Dragon Age de Veilguard. Hasta otra, zagales.